Hey everyone, I'm here in some Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts because I've just kind of uncovered a little speedrun tactic for this game that I would like to share with you guys. So basically, in the start of the game, you have to bring down this level globe. I'll show you guys where it is. It's up top there. But we have to bring it down and put it in this plinth right here to actually unlock the first stage. So here it is right there. So normally what you would do is you'd grab the globe and you would either throw it down the ramp and hope it goes somewhere decent, or you'd carry it down, put it in your car and drive it over there and all that kind of stuff. But I found a way that's pretty consistent to drop it from the top and have it go directly into the plinth, so you don't have to worry about bringing it there yourself, basically. So let me go ahead and show you guys how this works. I've kind of just uncovered it. I've got it 10 times in a row so far, so I think it's pretty consistent, but I don't know if it's 100% consistent yet, so we'll just have to let time tell for that one, I guess. So here's the level globe. I just want to show you guys something real quick that's very important for this. So when you hold onto the item like this using right trigger, you can see it's at a consistent distance right here. If we move around, we can move around, blah, 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 and it'll go back to that same spot. But if we let go of the grab and grab back on really quick, it'll actually move it further and further away from us. This is important because we want to make sure that we have it consistently right in front of us. Now, if we just walk a little bit, it'll snap right back to that close spot. So the only reason I'm pointing this out is you want to make sure when you're doing the setup that you don't accidentally let go and grab back on like that, because it'll mess up the spacing. The spacing for this is pretty precise. So what I'm actually going to do here to try to get this at a very precise spot to drop down the ramp here is I'm going to go up to this little pillar right here, and I'm going to grab onto it somewhere around the middle. If you grab too far to the left or too far to the right, it's not going to work. It's not super precise. You don't have to be exactly in the middle, but being closer to the middle seems to work the best. So once we're in this spot, we want to make sure the thing's not moving. So just to show you guys again, when I grab onto it, when I actually grab onto this, you'll see that the ball shakes a little bit. You want to wait for it to stop moving. Now from here, we want to press and hold A, and what that'll do is it'll jump and automatically put us forward. That was no joystick movement at all. That was purely me pressing and holding A. And now we're in the spot. From here, I just want to let go. Boom, I just let go, and it should roll down, bounce a little bit, and go directly onto the plinth. And let's see if it works. And that time it bumped into the note right there, but it should still make it. And there you go. It hit the plinth right there. I'm actually going to exit out because otherwise I'll have to watch the entire 9-minute cutscene again to show you guys again. But that's just to show you it hit the plinth right there, so yeah, so let me just load the game back up real quick. Okay, so we're back in here. The only reason I exited out is so that the globe is not stuck in the plinth, because, yeah, like I said, I'd have to watch the 9-minute cutscene just to show you guys some stuff again. So that's kind of the basic trick right there, but I want to show you guys some stuff that can make it go wrong. So let's cover that real quick. The first thing you might notice, well, they're not really in full force right now, but there's a bunch of random villagers and stuff down below, and sometimes they will spawn at the bottom of the ramp, but from what I've found, if you walk far enough up here, though, they actually will despawn. So if there's any villagers actually in front of the ramp, if you go up to where the globe actually is, they tend to despawn, and they won't come back until you move down a little bit. So that's just something to keep in mind. If for some reason you do happen to see a rhino standing right at the bottom of the ramp, probably don't waste your time trying to go for the trick. But from my experience, if you walk back here, there usually won't be anything down there. So there you go, it's all clear. Now let me show you guys some stuff you can do wrong here. Say we hold really far onto the right like that. If I go right here and I drop it, it will just stay right there. That's not exactly good. So let's say, what if we don't go all the way on the edge, but we go pretty far right? Let's see, not quite right there. I think that spot might have actually worked. That's on the edge, hold on. Now let's try this spot. So it's not right on the edge, but it's pretty far to the right. So we'll press and hold A, there we go, and then we just let go, and we'll see what happens this time. As far as my testing has shown, this should not work. Maybe it will, who knows, but it should just like bounce off to the right. Nope, that one actually worked, so I guess it's not as precise as I expected. Let me go ahead and save and reset again here. Alrighty then, I guess it's even more consistent than I thought because it worked when I thought it wouldn't, so that's cool. But from my testing, when you do it really far to the right like that, sometimes it doesn't work, so that's just something to keep in mind. Now, one other note, well, there's a couple more notes, but one of the notes is you don't want to have your car parked right here. Obviously, that'll mess it up, so you want to make sure your car is not in the way. Another thing is when you grab onto the ledge, when you jump off of it, you do want to make sure you do not press the joystick at all, and you want to make sure you press and hold A. You're not just tapping it. If I just tap it, I'm just going to do this. That's not going to do much. Or if I press it a little bit, I don't know if it'll go to the same spot every time unless I press and hold it. So just for consistency's sake, make sure you actually press and hold it. And make sure you don't drop it before it's done wiggling. See, after I jump, it's kind of shaking a bit. Make sure it stops moving first. Now, it'll always move a little bit up and down like that. That's okay. But you just don't want it to be like shaking all over the place. So once you get there, you just let it go. And you don't have to watch it. You can start running down or slide down behind it or whatever while it's going, and it should work just fine. But there you go, guys. That's basically the trick. For a speedrun, I don't know exactly how much time that would save. Maybe like 5 seconds. So it's not a huge deal, but it looks really cool. And stuff that looks cool in speedruns is always a plus in my book. And I guess that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.